channeling your mom in your current relationship where you're like, I'm done. Like, I'm done. Like, I don't want to be in the same patterns that my mom was in. But then the relationship that's coming from your past that like wants something from you, that guy energy, there's like something there with your father where you're like, oh, another one to save. It might even for some of you be your father, like coming back, literally being like, I need something from you right now. The Magician is here to the Girl of Wands. Five of Cups. Beautiful. The Ace of Swords. To the Nine of Cups. You are on your way. You are on your way. Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Stephanie and I'm going to be doing a tarot reading for you right now. So let's get some opening energy. I felt called to my animal apothecary deck here, so we'll see what can I get as messages today for our YouTube collective. What is coming through today? We have some jump cards. I'll do a quick shuffle this way. All right. So opening energy, the chipmunk and the laurel are here. We have the vulture and the asphodel, the opossum and the peony, the ladybug and the sweet pea. And then we have the bat and the hellebore for intuition, the beaver and the birch, dragonfly and the pansy, snake and the fern, the mouse and the buttercup, porcupine and the anemone, goat and the willow. Okay, so let me see what the jump card is here. Jump card is the bobcat and the blackthorn. So the jump card is patience. So we are working through something that's testing us a little bit for patience right now. I am seeing that there's like, I'm getting the energy like something was supposed to be successful. It was premeditated to have like this linear sort of path for success for you. And then something kind of came in and almost like took it from you. But it's interesting, like we have the ladybug and the sweet pea here in conjunction with intuition, like the bat and the hellebore. So it's almost like I'm seeing that there's this nurturing of your joy, this nurturing of like how to handle this situation that's going to make you feel almost like an awakening a little bit, like this sort of like ping that you've been getting this week to really look into your joy and what can really like harvest that. It's almost like there's like something that's small and insignificant that brings you joy, seemingly so, but it can actually turn into something much bigger. We'll get a little more information on this, but there is something that's like you're being nudged towards that. I'm seeing a sense of defensiveness though, like this need to like almost protect yourself, from what is. This card is like things are not what they seem. Things are not what they seem, essentially. So many chills for that energy. All right, so let's get a little more. You know, I had pulled these other two decks, but I'm going to this one. So we're going to grab this deck right now, and we're going to get some energy on what is coming through right now for our friends on YouTube. What are the other messages that they need to know about? We have the Lovers reversed. Strength is here reversed. The Five of Pentacles is here. The King of Swords is here. The Page of Cups is here reversed. The Eight of Swords is here reversed. We have the King of Wands. We have the Ace of Swords reversed. We have the Fool reversed. We also have the Page of Pentacles. And we have the Queen of Swords reversed to the Ten of Wands reversed. Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck with the Nine of Wands. So there's like a sense of, there's this loss that we've been going through. This card really wants to be here. The Three of Wands. I'm getting the energy like for some of you, there was a breakup. For some of you, there was a breakup. And there's like something that we're grooming to cultivate. We're really looking at our joy in that relationship versus what we want to bring into our joy in the relationship in the future. I think we're moving through this deep sense of loss though through this and feeling completely let down by this person. This person's word, essentially. Almost like they had this like promise towards you that just they couldn't leverage it. Like they couldn't leverage it. They failed you emotionally. They failed you. It's like they kept kind of saying like they were going to show up in a certain way and they weren't actually doing it. This sense of like doom, like you kind of knew that this was coming. It feels like they won't personally look at that part of themselves though. Like they're not seeing themselves as they are in the situation / as you are seeing them in the situation. I'm seeing you as feeling extremely defeated through this. Almost like the only thing that it feels like you have that substance is this sense of loss, the sense of like, how am I going to get out of this storm? How am I going to get ahead? Like, what does that look like for me? You're not seeing your way out in that regard. The energy here is as if like they took a chance and they bet on themselves. They failed you to bet on you and them to bet on you, but also bet on your couple. I'm also seeing that they like, it's almost like they don't want to look at their behavior through the ending of this. Like they just did it spontaneously, but they don't want to acknowledge that about themselves. I'm getting the energy of like you hoping that they'll, I don't know, it's not so much come back, but there's something that you still have to offer the relationship that you still long for to prove yourself in the relationship, to have in the relationship. So I'm seeing you kind of holding out, almost like maybe there was this soft ending, where it's like in the sense that it's like it's unsure and it's unclear at this point if it's actually going to last, or if it's just momentary. You know how sometimes we can go through breakups like that where it's like, oh, but like it's just kind of a gray area right now, you know? So let's see what's going to happen. Chills. I have so many chills. Let's see what's going to happen here with this person. I want to see what's going on with them. Can I get some energy on the viewer's person? Like, what is going on with the viewer's person? What are they moving through? Why'd they do this? What do we need to know? We have the Two of Cups here, Eight of Swords, Seven of Swords, the Lovers, Three of Swords, the Chariot, the Nine of Cups reversed. We have the Page of Pentacles, High Priestess, the Hermit, Two of Swords, Six of Pentacles, reversed, the Moon. Okay, with the Four of Swords. Listen, they're like really poor communicators through this experience. I feel that they are just not able to like actually articulate what they're moving through right now. Also, I am seeing that they did something that they deeply regret. I don't know if they like, if it's actually like an embodied regret, but in the moment they're like, I shouldn't have maybe done that. I don't know how to handle that. And it's like some of them cheated. Like some of them cheated. Some of them physically cheated. Some of you, I mean, are dealing with partners who physically cheated. And some of you are dealing with partners who took advantage of you, who just took advantage of you in a different way. And it's not, they know that what they did or what some of you haven't experienced this yet. Oh, that's deep. Are like about to experience it. Your partners are going through it right now and they're trying to figure out like how they're going to navigate this. Escapism. The sum of parts here is escapism. It's not being able to actually navigate the truth that's in front of them about a situation. Like total it's like a loss of control, but at the same time, there's like this goal in front of them, and they're choosing to go after the goal that they know is going to sabotage everything that they have right now. Almost like I'm getting the energy like they don't want to. They're not choosing to fill the cup of your relationship right now. They're choosing to like put that on the back burner, and you don't have the same intention for your relationship right now. They're trying to get away with things that they know are not right. They're trying to get away with a lack of commitment. They're keeping it sort of on a murky territory. Deep down, there's like a soul thing where they're looking for something. They are looking for something deeper. I'm seeing space also. Like there's a lot of secrets, there's a lot of distance. They might even be emotionally distant actually through this. Um, they owe you money in a situation. They're kind of like escaping it. They're not being forthcoming about that. They're hiding from that debt that they have. I think they're hiding from that. They're hiding from the relationship right now, but they're not. They're literally hiding. Like they're just like, I don't want to deal with what I need to deal with in this relationship. I'm going to remove myself from the situation and just kind of like deal with it at a really, really, really minimal level, like just the bare minimum. And then I'm going to live my life. They're crossed between two worlds right now. And it's like they're so scared. There's so much anxiety and fear here for them of letting you down. And like, I'm getting the energy. It's like actually kind of making me sad. Like, I'm getting the energy, like, it's bringing up stuff that's like stuck here for them. Their heart chakra for them is like very, very, very dark and tainted. And it's almost like they don't have the words. They just know how to leave. Like it's fight or flight. It's fight or flight right now. They don't have the words. They just feel like they have to leave to deal with it. I think that was what was modeled, is almost like if you can't actually support yourself in a situation, it means you can't support another, and it means you have to just escape, because escape is actually like the answer, and that it's sort of like it's letting you off the hook, and it's not and you don't have to like show up in the relationship. But that's not how relationships actually work. Like running away is not, it just makes things worse. So they were modeled a pretty piss poor like scenario of what is actually truth. um what are their intentions going forward? What are their intentions going forward? The Queen of Wands, Nine of Swords, Page of Cups, the Hierophant, the Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. Everything's reversed. We have the Six. Yeah, their intentions going forward are just tricky. Judgment, the Nine of Pentacles with the World, the Moon, High Priestess again. Okay. It's like their intentions going forward, they're going to keep you in a space of like where you're like you're like, they're going to tether the thread so that emotionally you're in limbo. And that's going to be, we're going to look at your energy in a little bit, but I do feel that that's going to be tricky for you. I do see an ending here. I see an ending. um but it doesn't mean that they're accepting that ending. I do see them feeling a little bit sort of like frustrated also with where I have so many chills, with what they were able to harvest with you and what they were able to kind of bring to life, like feeling like they can't get out of a situation where they equal parts, like they don't want to fully let you go, but they also don't want to invest. It's really challenging. I'm seeing them feeling extreme amounts of guilt for knowing what they did to you. Like they really know that they crossed you, and they know, they feel the heaviness and the burden of that. But I'm also seeing that they don't know how to handle it. So what they're doing is they're showing up as the Page of Cups here, which is like, I have something emotional to offer you. Like I have a feeling to offer you. I want to make peace. I want to make it right. But it's not coming from a place of deep, 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 deep truth. And so as a result of that, we're also seeing that they're going to continue to pave the way forward of not being able to honor what they are saying, what they are speaking. And they're not able to look at their own feelings in the situation and their own truth in the situation. That is like the root cause of this. You're just going to feel perpetually going forward disappointed, skeptical, like you're not sure what you can trust, but emotionally you guys are entangled together. They're they're working on the premise of like, just these sort of like what worked in the past with you, they're hoping it'll still work in the future. For some of you, it's repeating cycles and you're just in this like this wheel, but also this like peaks and valleys and ebbs and flows. And when it's low, but then it comes back up momentarily. I am seeing that you're starting to wake up to the crap though. Like we are seeing that you're like, I'm sorry, like this isn't going to cut it anymore. And you need to hold yourself accountable for how you're showing up in front of me. Like your growth is here and you're calling them out on it. You're calling, and I also feel like there's other people maybe who are holding you accountable to call them out on it. It's starting to feel heavier and heavier at a community level for them to continuously behave this way towards you and towards themselves. Actually, it's they can't find the out. Like they can't find the out, and it's like they'll like cheat and they'll move away and they'll behave poorly, and then they'll come back with like something fluffy like flowers or like the thing you really wanted, and that'll kind of buy them some time with you, and like a sense of like releasing the guilt, but it actually isn't going to last that long. There is though this energy to you where you're like, I want to have the last word with them. Like you are the matriarch energy. It's like all the other sort of like entanglements relationally around them, that like for those of you that are dealing with like a third party situation or just like a messy kind of situation where this person isn't fully loyal, you're the pinnacle. Like you are the nucleus relationship, your relationship together. um so there is this like force that keeps bringing them back to you, and where they're learning a lot and all the tests are there within your dynamic. um but time is sort of like running out in this situation because they're kind of running out of options. They're running out of options of how they can win you back. You're starting to be like, I'm sorry, this isn't going to cut it anymore. Can I get a little more information on what is going on for the viewer? Like, how is the viewer approaching this? What is their energy in this situation? What do they need to know? Alrighty, so we have the Seven of Swords. Right away, I'm getting the energy like you're tired of being cheated on. Three of Pentacles. You're tired of being Three of Swords. Look at that. You're just, there's some of you that aren't willing to fully look at it, but it is this tired feeling. The Eight of Pentacles are here. The Queen of Cups. The Artist. The Page of Cups. The Chariot. There's ego here. There's like this frustration. It's like, I'm done with you. Like, I'm just done with you. You're like, but you also long to be wanted. And I think the feeling that like tortures them with how much they like want you and they can't live without you and that they keep coming back to you. I think there's a certain part of you that revels in that state of being. Death is here after the Chariot, to the Nine of Wands, to the Two of Swords. You're starting to open up. Like you're starting to see things clearly where you're like, cut the bullshit. Like you're there. But you're between two worlds of like wanting to not look at it and then feeling like you have to look at it because you're just so tired of this. There's like a cross line energy here though. There is like a third party that really, really, really triggered you for some of you and that really crossed the line. The Six of Cups is here again. It's bookended between the High Priestess and the Eight of Wands. So actually what I'm getting from there is another relationship coming in. That's kind of like showing you what things should be like romantically and emotionally. But I'm also seeing that this person, yeah, this is powerful. You're stuck between those two situations. You're entangled in this one relationship, and then you're also like, okay, but it's imminent. It's imminent, the ending there. It's just buying itself some time. But on the other side, there is a suitor who wants to come through. You're keeping them sort of like at arm's length. You're keeping them at arm's length. They can't fully access. It's someone from your past. It's someone from your past, and their energy is like quick. Like they want to come in. They're ready as soon as you give them a go. I feel like they're ready. The Three of Cups is here too. You know what? This person from your past, it's a cycle repeating itself also. There is this energy of them coming a bit with their tail between their legs, and you're like, what do you want? Like, what do you want? So there is this part of you that's like experiencing that tangibly in your current relationship. And then there's another relationship that's testing you from your past that has an apology for you and that is just waiting for you to like let them in. But you're kind of feeling a little bit, it's not the right timing. Like you're like, I don't have patience for this right now. Like I just don't. Um, there's something emotional though to this. Like there's a quality to this relationship that like there's something in it where you're like you feel a loyalty, you feel a sense of loyalty, and you feel a sense of it's like a soulmate energy at some level. It's like a soulmate energy. Like you feel a sense of responsibility. You feel a sense of like love for them. You feel a sense of like you want to take care of them. Responsibility is like such a good way to put it. It's the dog. Their energy is the person like knocking at the door. Your energy is this person. And then the dog, you have your hand on the dog, so you're like, okay, okay. Okay. But you're also like, oh no, like no, please. Yeah, there's only so much I can handle, you know? You're not gonna let them in though. I gotta get some more on your energy because you're coming in. Look at this, the Four Swords. You're coming in here. You're so strong. You're ready. You're ready to cut the bullshit. You're ready to cut the bullshit. Let's bring in your inner child and see what your inner child is saying. It's giving me already like I'm feeling emotional just even at the thought of that. So I want to see what is going on there for you. Can I get some inner child messages for this viewer? What are they going through right now? In the context, there's these two relationships. So opening energy, we have the Queen of Cups, we have the Three of Swords, the Girl of Swords. I'm getting the energy like your mom went through this. Your mom was cheated on. It was always pushed under the rug. That was the behavior that you were modeled. Like that she couldn't really empower herself. I don't think it like there was like a strong female energy that was modeled for you. I think you were always just like, but also you like knew better like through that. You witnessed that as a child and you felt let down, but you also knew better. You were like, come on, like, come on, like, get it together, mom. The father energy that's here is super disappointing, super not present, super fickle, super like, oh, I don't need to be there emotionally if I can just like buy you something. I could just buy you something and make you feel like a material sense of decency. What would happen in those situations is almost like you would give of yourself a little more emotionally to that dynamic between you and your dad. You would forgive them almost, and it would bring you a little bit closer, almost where you felt like it was a turning point and you could work together on things. But then your mom would just feel let down by that. Your mom would just feel let down by that, and then you'd be stuck between your parents. And you'd be at the same intersection again. Like, why am I always the scapegoat? Why am I always this person? So you're channeling your mom in your current relationship where you're like, I'm done. Like, I'm done. Like, I don't want to be in the same patterns that my mom was in. But then the relationship that's coming from your past that like wants something from you, that guy energy, there's like something there with your father where you're like, oh, another one to save. It might even for some of you be your father, like coming back, literally being like, I need something from you right now. The Magician is here to the Girl of Wands. 5 of Cups. Beautiful. The Ace of Swords. To the 9 of Cups. You are on your way. You are on your way. You're like, I am not choosing this bullshit. And there's an opportunity right here, right now in front of you to really materialize and concretize, make it concrete, this situation. Like you are saying no. You're like, I've been here before. I'm not choosing this path anymore. And you're trying to get out of it. But you're in the murky territory right now. But you're getting these like flashes. You're getting these like, you're pulling your words together where you're like, I'm a changed person. I am changing. I am going forward. I am demanding more respect. I'm demanding to break these patterns. I want more. And on the other side of this behavior is emotional fulfillment. Your cups are coming forward. Your cups are coming forward. King of Swords. 6 of Coins. The Death card. It's like your powers. Oh my God. Your 6 of Coins, the Wheel of Fortune with Death and the King of Swords reversed. Like these two cards are reversed. And then the Wheel of Fortune with the 6 of Coins are upright, bookending that energy. Like kind of like, yeah, like interjecting it, not bookending it, sorry, interjecting it. It's like, boom. It's like reversed, upright, boom, boom, boom. You're literally like, I'm rolling the dice on this one. Like I am done. Like I'm done with this. You're removing this personality that you are. You're breaking boundaries, breaking worlds, like cycles in this relationship that's testing you right now. You're like, I want more. I want more for myself. They're trying to finagle their way emotionally with you, though. They're like, haven't I done enough for you? Haven't I done enough for you? Material steps, material support is not everything. It is not everything, especially not in a world where we are moving towards emotional safety more and more and more and more. Like that is what matters, and they haven't provided that for you. And you didn't get that as a child, and you're looking for it now. You're looking for it now. Like the Girl of Cups is here. I have so many chills with the 10 of Pentacles. Like you're starting to look at things. You're looking at yourself in the situation. You're calling people out. You're naming them for their behavior, and you're not letting them gaslight you. And look at that, like, look at this chest that's opening. It's like you're opening the Pandora's box. You're like, I am going full stop into this. Like, we're growing something new here. We're looking at our baggage. We're looking at ourselves. And you're looking at these two relationships straight in the eye. And it's funny that the past is intercepting the present, because those two relationships with those two different men in your life have a very connecting message that is bringing up double frustration. It's insult to injury. But at the same time, it's like, it's now because it's got to push you over the edge where you're like, I really have to take a chance on myself right now. And I have to stop saying yes to this petty, piss poor behavior that has gotten me nowhere. And I keep back in the same situation. Let's see if we have any closing messages for you. King of Cups. 7 of Wands. Creator, Queen of Cups, to the Star, to the High Priestess, to the Mother Star, to the Knight of Cups, to the Ten of Swords, to the Four of Wands, to the Seven of Swords, Four of Cups. You are like, I'm sorry, no. I'm sorry, no. You can keep moving along with your poor behavior. You're like, I'm holding myself accountable to my joy and my brilliance. I'm respecting myself. I am respecting myself. Self-respect. When you have something better to offer, you can come back. Maybe. There's this energy of like devoting yourself to your own practice in silence. Just keeping it for yourself right now. Like these people might feel like, where did that come from with her? And you're like, it's come from like a devotion to myself behind the scenes. They can't ignore what they've done to you. You're holding them accountable for it. You're like, I'm sorry. Don't tell me you didn't do this. Don't tell me you didn't do this. But you're also like, come back when you can offer me this. Come back when you can offer me this. Come back. You're like sending them on their way. Like you're still like, you're not like a reborn overnight. You're still in the work, you know? So you're here like, I'll just wait. I hope it's going to be worth it. I hope it's going to be worth it. But you're on your way. You're on your way. These relationships are testing you. Thank you for watching till this part. Let me know if this resonated. Let me know in the comments what you're feeling from this reading. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I'm based in Ottawa. I'm based in Canada. I love telling people that sometimes because I feel like sometimes I watch people's videos and I'm like, where are these people? Where do they live? What corner of the world are they in? So I'm in Ottawa. And I will take the opportunity to share that if you resonated with my energy, come join me over in my Patreon. It's the 11th House Cafe. I love, love, love bringing people together. And I'm writing stories over there because I have a background as a writer. And I love sharing. And it's relatable stories that will hopefully see you see yourself and join a community. And I'm growing that space this year. There's about 100 members currently. I'll link it in the description box below. And the other thing that I want to share with you is my books open every Sunday. They will reopen on Sunday if you want to book a personal reading for yourself. And that's what I have for you right now. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing to this content. Look at that. The Eight of Cups. I'm going to take that as a card omen of like, if this resonated with you, put the number 8 in the comments whenever you're seeing this, because I feel like you're finding your people here. You're finding your people here, and the community that I facilitate might have some people in it for you that you're going to be happy to have connected with. So I know some pretty awesome people, I'm not going to lie. And it would be amazing to meet you and consider you one of the people that I know as well. So thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. Have such a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye, loves. Bye.